Welcome to Lake Gogebic in the western Upper Peninsula. We're on the troll for walleye with Tim Long from the Timbers Resort and Eyes Guide Service. We've also got a crash course on one of the most important walleye catching tools, the offshore planer board. Of course, the right bait helps too, and today the Fire Tiger is, well, on fire.
Big fish.
Look at that walleye.
We'll use them both to fill the box on this edition of Fisherman's Digest.
Fish on?
Yep.
I love Gogebic walleye. We are going to eat you. Nice one, Tim.
Yeah. Staying down nice.
Yeah.
15.
Yep. Just staying.
Oh, head shaking.
Yeah, I see him.
Lifting. There we
Yeah, nice keeper. Oh, good job.
go. Okay.
I'll get this one. And you notice, guys, while Tim's undoing that, we had two fish on, and I just reeled one close to the boat, Tim, and pegged it, you know?
Yeah.
You don't have to panic and both get rods in your hand.
Right.
And that's the future right there of Lake Gogebic. You know, Tim at the Timbers and Sarah and all the mom and pops resorts around town, around this lake are reliant on walleyes. A lot of people will say, why do you want to plant walleyes all the time? Well, let me tell you what, 90% of the customers that come to a place like Lake Gogebic come to go walleye fishing, enjoy the amazing scenery that's up in the western UP. But they're fishermen or they're ATVers or they're sightseers, but when they're out on this lake, they're looking for walleyes. And so, you know, that young class, that's the third short today. That's a good sign for you guys that are looking to book trips in the future. And I'll tell you what, the winter fishery here, and Justin Sofa and the guys at his guide service and the customers that come to the Timbers Resort and the other resorts around the lake rely on that perch fishing in the winter time. So those two fisheries right now are what sustain the fishing here on Lake Gogebic. Always super important when you're taking boards off not to let any slack into the line.
It's a decent fish, really.
Yep. Rod's bent over. We like that. Well,
He's on the surface.
yep. When you get these fish to the surface, just keep them coming because
Yeah,
the more
then they do that.
the more they thrash, the worse off you are. Nice fish.
Yeah, that's a nice fish.
Yeah, that's a real nice fish. That's the
That's
second
17.
one, 17.
17,
Second
18.
one on Fire Tiger. Awesome
right.
job, Tim. I got the rod for you. Tell you what, they're wanting that bright one.
Well, you know what? I got a whole bunch more of them.
Yeah. Well, I think the rust one hasn't got a hit on my side yet. And that's the second. I think that last one keeper we caught was also on Fire Tiger. So, wasn't it, Tim? Or was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful fish. That fish T-boned it too, Tim.
Yeah. Got one hook out and I stuck him with the other hook.
You know, you just grind through these fish, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you'll get a bite window and you catch 2, 3, 4 of them in an hour or two. But otherwise, you just go out there with that mentality that you just got to put baits in front of fish.
There's windows of opportunity and you
Yep.
have to be there to
experience them. Yep.
18.
18,
A little
nice.
bit over 18.
Nice fish.
Going in the box.
This fish is staying down nicely. That's perfect. I don't like it when they get to the surface and thrash. One hook, Tim. Probably a short, but we'll see. So you wrap that and have that loop forward, just like that. Then I'm going under the board, grabbing it, and giving just a little bit of slack line, getting it behind the pin so that when I pop this, that loop pops out. This is clamped on the line behind the pin. The board can't come off. It releases the pressure, so it's much easier for you to fight the fish in the board in. Plus, it falls out of line once you pop this, so it gets you behind so you don't have to fight with your setup at all and the other, fish diving and getting into your rods. Then when you reset that, I know that my second number is, I'm setting all of them out 100 feet, right? I'll turn this off so it doesn't drive you crazy here. My second number on the outside is 230. This one's 185. So all I have to do, there's no guesswork. I let that back to 185. I flip this, it's gonna go right into that spot, clear of anything else. This one here is 155. So I've got good separation on my boards, as well as some rhyme or reason to how to set that board directly back in, and as you'll see it track forward. Now that board is so much for 50 feet behind this board that those lures won't come together and they'll all be right back in place. That's the system. The first number plus the distance from the boat is your second number, and once you make a mental note of this, 230, 185, 155, I can just reset my boards all day long. A lot of tension on that.
Yeah.
Definitely a fish. Oh yeah, that's a nice fish. Good job,
Yeah.
Timmy.
You'll keep.
He'll keep.
He'll keep.
All right. That right there, while Tim wrangles the fish, is the lesson of the day. We were gonna pick rods up. We have all the rods picked up but one. And all of a sudden, Tim gets his last rod left in the water. I said, your board is way back. Well, wouldn't you know? We could say we could have kept trolling, but
Look at what color.
oh yeah, the
Copper.
rusty. We're gonna go back. I'll go back to a rusty. We'll spread the love. So what we're doing is we had the Fire Tiger going this morning, but I don't know if Brett can even show you this. We've got that Canadian smoke haze coming in, and it's changing. Beautiful little, perfect lake eater.
He's gonna make it. He's
Oh,
15
yeah, he's
and a
a-
half.
Yeah, nice little eater here from Lake Gogebic, number 4, and we still are just barely 11 o'clock. Just barely 11. We're gonna pick up, make another run. Stay tuned for more
So
here
we're
on
just-
Lake Gogebic.
We're just pecking away at him.
Yeah, it's a grind.
It's not Fast and Furious or anything, but we're just pecking away at him.
Yeah, and that's really, we talked about at the top of the show. Tim and I knew this morning was gonna be a grind. Now we've had, 10, 11 fish caught, 4 keepers and then 6 or 7 shorts. We kind of lost track at 6, but we've been catching some shorts. Really good look for the future at Gogebic, but again, the bite windows for today on the Soliner tables are at noon and again at 4:30 to 7:30. So the 2 major bite windows we haven't even got to. So that's why I say, you get out here, you get rods wet, you pack away, you grind away, and you put together a nice bag of fish. I wondered, I saw that, remember?
I know, and just the way that it was surging off those waves.
Is that a big perch? It is. Wow. That's a netter. Well, there's the other species that Tim will tell you keeps people happy on this lake.
Look at the
This
size of that
is a, not often can you lip a perch. We went probably 2 miles with nothing but a big perch, which is great. But I mean, you just can't get impatient. Sometimes fishing is catching, sometimes fishing is searching and fishing. And the more patient you are, the more methodical you are in your approach, that usually results in you at the end of the day having fish. I know, I just talked to a buddy of mine who's a local up here, who knows this lake like the back of his hand, fished it for 50 years. He left the lake today with only 2. So what Tim and I are doing is just grinding along and trying to show you how you can get a nice group of fish. Sarah and I and Tim are gonna have a fish fry tonight. And you know what? If we go back and tell Sarah we don't have enough fish, she's gonna send us to the market, and that's embarrassing.
Yeah, I am not going to the market.
We ain't going to the market, doggone it.
Putting the brakes on.
That's fine.
Yeah, he's got some head shakes going on there.
Nice. Just nice and easy.
We're at 60.
Yeah. You got it backed off so we can take drag if he needs to?
Yep.
Good job.
50.
This is the price of walleye fishing right here. Tape on the patties.
40.
Our biggest one got me with a gill raker.
30.
Mm-hmm.
20. 14. 8.
Yep. Can't see him yet. Ooh.
Lifting.
Nope, not yet.
3.
Ooh. Big fish.
Look at that walleye.
I did not wait. I saw a clear picture of the fish. Grinding, baby. Grinding.
Patience.
Well, this is your
Look at
old
that.
traditional trolling area anyway.
The whole lake is.
Yeah. This is a traditional spot for Tim to troll, along with everything else. Yeah. Another fish.
That's a keeper.
It's a keeper. Beautiful. So guys,
Fire tiger.
Fire tiger again. So guys, just to clarify, I mean, we could have given up on this. We went for what, Tim? 2.5 miles for sure, an hour. And we were going over
was a
2
good
miles an
solid
hour. A solid hour, yeah. Not a UP hour, which means it could have been any length of time. But I'll tell you what, we stayed, we got put, boom, we got rewarded with fish. Look at this, show that, Brett. Brett's showing you the trolling pass we've been on. Basically right down the middle of the lake. I mean, it couldn't be more non-structured descript than that. I mean, one shore to the other shore, it's about equidistant. We went to the upper part of the lake, and now we're gonna go to the lower part of the lake. So hey guys, Wave Pro Seed Base's best ride on the water. Tim's got him in his Ranger. I know tons of people and got him in their high-end boats. I've got him in my Polar Craft and my Angler Quest. These seat braces are the same profile as what you get from the factory, but as you can see, it takes all of the bounce out of your ride. No jarring, no hard impact on your spine. If you're an avid fisherman and you spend a lot of time in the boat, you know that your back will pay the price if you do that for decades on end like I did without protection. Wave Pro seat bases, they're protection for your back.
Don't let it snap. There we go.
I didn't screw it up. Hey, if you're coming up here to the Timbers Resort or to the Western UP, whether you stay with Tim or not, because they're pretty booked up usually, Eyes Guys Guide Service is Tim's business that he runs in the summertime to try to put his customers on good fish. Just give it a look next year.
22.
Yep. Just trying to follow your line. It's kind of trailing out behind the engine. Gotcha.
I got my rod tip under the water.
Tell me when you get to 10 or 12.
10.
What?
10.
Okay, I gotta see now. Yeah, nice fish.
Yeah, it was.
You can run, but you cannot hide. Green goblin again, or monster, whatever
Yeah.
you call it.
The green beast.
The green beast has been the ticket.
That's a nice fish.
That's a really nice fish. Yeah,
Yeah.
really beautiful fish. Perch, big one. Yeah, perchy number 2 that we will definitely be happy for. Look at that. Those are big perch, boys. When you can go walleye fishing and randomly catch perch like that, perch that actually sink the flag, we'll take that all day long. They've got tails all under here.
Your middle one.
There we are.
Your middle one.
Got him.
Hang on.
Bring that, pop that in. Might be another nice perch. We seem to have found the perching grounds. I'll hoist him. Hopefully it's a perch. I like perch.
Yeah?
Another nice one?
Yeah, it is a perch. I think.
Yeah?
It's orange, yeah.
All right.
Another perch.
Another big one. Look at
Wow.
that. We're proving a point, ladies and gentlemen. Look at them. Those are foot-long dandies right there. And we are into them.
Another. It's a netter?
I don't know. It's a fish.
Something, yeah.
I just don't know what it
spun.
is.
I think it's a
I'll hoist it.
little something hooked sideways.
Something, something hooked sideways. It's a perch.
It's a perch.
Big perch again.
Nice.
We have now a limit of big perch and a limit of beautiful walleyes. That was a really good. These perch have been an awesome addition, and they're just the key to these. And I'm going to go ahead and box them and then tell you. I'll show you this fish. I mean, beautiful perch, big ones. So the key to these today have been running these small crankbaits, and when Tim and I have these crankbaits within 2 to 3 feet from the bottom, those perch are sitting right on the bottom. We've seen them on our graph all day. If you get too high up off the bottom, it gets too far away from them. But if you put that right in their face, and that's what we did all day today, we're feeding those walleyes and those perch right in their zone, 3 feet off the bottom.
Knowing how and where to find fish is what Fisherman's Digest is all about. As we've learned today, Lake Gogebic offers fantastic fishing for walleye and perch, but you'll also find smallmouth, northern pike, and even some whitefish. It's tucked into the northwest corner of Michigan's Upper Peninsula, and it serves as the perfect hub for all kinds of outdoor adventures, both on and off the water. In addition to the great fishing on Lake Gogebic, there's also big water fishing on Lake Superior. You can also explore the Ottawa National Forest via countless trails for hiking, biking, and ATVs. Or bring your kayak and have a paddle across a calm inland lake or stream or a rapid river. The area is also home to the Porcupine Mountains and over 150 majestic waterfalls. To learn more and to plan your trip, check out explorewesternup.com.
Hey guys, Tim Long from the Timbers Resort. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks to the Western Michigan Tourist Association for always inviting me up here and having a great time. This right here is what Lake Gogebic can give you if you're patient. We'll see you next week on Fisherman's Digest.